Bury wool in your soil? The secret irrigation trick scientists don't use. Most gardeners believe watering more often is the answer to healthier vegetables. It's one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Frequent shallow watering trains roots to stay near the surface, where heat dries the soil fastest. The result is weaker plants, lower yields, more nutrient leaching, and a garden that's constantly thirsty. There's an old soil building trick using natural wool that can help your soil hold moisture far longer, but almost nobody talks about it because they're focused on irrigation systems instead of improving the soil itself. Before I show you exactly how it works, here's one tool that has completely changed the way I water my garden. I use a 4-in-1 soil moisture meter with wireless sensors because the surface can fool you. I've had beds that looked bone dry, yet 6 inches down the soil was still perfectly moist. That simple check has saved me from overwatering and wasting fertilizer more times than I can count. I'll leave the exact one I use in the description if you want to check it out. It's one of those tools that helps you understand what your plants actually need instead of relying on guesswork. If you enjoy practical gardening based on field testing instead of recycled internet myths, consider subscribing. Every week we're testing methods that make gardens more productive while spending less money. The real secret isn't that wool magically stores water forever. Natural wool fibers can absorb a surprising amount of moisture, but that's only part of the story. What makes this technique valuable is what happens underground over time. Soil fungi, bacteria, and earthworms gradually break the wool down into stable organic matter. That organic matter improves the soil structure, allowing it to retain more moisture after every rainfall or irrigation. In other words, you're not creating an artificial water tank. You're building soil that naturally becomes better at storing water. I've tested this in raised beds growing tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and squash. The beds containing buried wool consistently stayed moist longer between irrigations than neighboring beds with similar soil but no buried organic fibers. During the hottest weeks of summer, that difference became obvious. Here's how I've found it works best. Use only old sweaters or blankets made from 100% natural wool. Synthetic blends containing polyester or acrylic don't decompose properly and shouldn't be buried in food gardens. Cut the wool into pieces about 4 to 6 inches across rather than burying the entire garment. Dig a trench approximately 10 to 12 inches deep beneath the future root zone. Lay the wool pieces in a thin, even layer. Cover them with 1 to 2 inches of finished compost before replacing the soil. That compost step is far more important than most people realize. The compost supplies microorganisms that begin breaking down the wool while improving biological activity around it. Over time, fungal networks develop through the area, improving both moisture movement and nutrient availability. One benefit surprised me more than anything else. The improvement wasn't just reduced watering. The vegetables developed noticeably deeper root systems. Because moisture remained available farther below the surface, roots naturally followed it downward instead of staying concentrated near the top few inches of soil. Those deeper roots made the plants far more resilient during dry spells and sudden heat waves. This technique also works well in large containers. For oversized containers growing tomatoes, peppers, or eggplants, place a thin layer of shredded natural wool several inches above the drainage holes before filling with potting mix. Never block the drainage itself. The wool helps buffer moisture fluctuations while gradually becoming part of the growing medium. But there are 2 mistakes that ruin this entire method. The first is burying thick folded sweaters. Large bundles slow decomposition because microbes can't easily reach the interior fibers. Smaller pieces provide much more surface area and break down more evenly. The second mistake is treating wool as a fertilizer. It isn't. Think of it as a long-term soil conditioner that works alongside compost, mulch, cover crops, and proper irrigation. Used together, these practices dramatically improve both moisture retention and soil biology over multiple growing seasons. Hydroponic growers should skip this technique inside nutrient systems. Hydroponics depends on clean reservoirs and carefully balanced nutrient solutions. Buried organic materials belong in soil gardens, where biology, not pumps, does most of the work. One lesson years of gardening have taught me is that the healthiest gardens aren't built by constantly buying new products. They're built by improving the soil itself. When your soil becomes richer in organic matter, nearly everything else becomes easier. Water lasts longer. Nutrients stay available longer. Earthworms become more active. Roots grow deeper. Plants recover faster from heat stress. That's the real irrigation trick. Not adding more water. helping your soil keep the water it already receives. So before you throw away that old wool sweater, consider giving it one final purpose beneath your vegetable beds. It may become part of a healthier soil system that benefits your garden for years instead of just one season. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, subscribe to FarmLogic and share it with another serious gardener. The best harvests don't come from watering more, they come from understanding how soil biology, organic matter, roots, and moisture work together beneath the surface.